Alright, good day everyone. My name is Eshemokhai. This is chemistry with Eshemokhai. I'll be sharing a topic called chemical bonds. So let's write it down. Yeah, so I'll see how fast I can put the whole topic in just a few minutes. So we're thinking about chemical bond, we'll go straight to the definition. So for those that want to write, chemical bond is a force of attraction. Chemical bond is a force of attraction that exists between chemical species. Or within chemical species. I repeat, chemical bond is a force of attraction that exists between chemical species or within chemical species that enables them to attain their nearest noble configuration. Now, that enables them to what? Attain their nearest noble configuration. Very good. So the force of attraction that exists between species or within species that enables them to attain their nearest noble configuration is what? Chemical bond. Now I have told you chemical bond. Now that is the definition of chemical bond. So for those who did not get it before, let me say it one more time. This is the force of attraction that exists between chemical species or within chemical species that enables them to attain their nearest noble configuration. Now let's go to types of chemical species. Chemical bond. Types of chemical bond. Now we have two types of chemical bond. We have intra-chemical bond. We have intra-chemical bond. That's one. Two, we have inter-chemical bond. Sorry. We have inter-chemical bond. So we have two types of chemical bond. One is intra-chemical bond and interchemical bond. Are you getting me now? Now let's talk about intra-chemical bond. Intra-chemical bond, this is a force of attraction that exists between chemical species that are responsible for their chemical properties. I repeat, this is a force of attraction that exists between chemical species and they are responsible for their chemical properties. So any force of attraction that exists between chemical species and are responsible for their chemical properties is what intrachemical bond. So whenever you hear intrachemical bond, know this. Chemical species. Chemical what? Chemical properties. You know what? Chemical properties. Alright. So, under this one, let's talk about types of intrachemical bond. Now, there are types of intrachemical bond. And there are three types of intrachemical bond. We have electrovalence/ionic bond. Number one. Electrovalence/ionic. Ionic bond. And that's it. We have two. Let's covalent bond. And we have three, the last one. And the third one is what? Metallic bond. So, like I said before, let me repeat it from the beginning for those who are still finding it a little bit hard to understand. Chemical bond is a force of attraction that exists between chemical species that enables them to attain their nearest noble configuration. Then we have two types of chemical species. We have intrachemical intrachemical bond and we have interchemical bond. Intrachemical bond, this is the force of attraction that exists between chemical species and they are responsible for their what? Chemical properties. Alright. I will explain this when I'm done with all this. So let's talk about the types of intrachemical bond. Types of intrachemical bond, we have electrovalence / ionic bond. Electrovalence / ionic bond. This is a bond. Now, right, this is a bond that exists between metals and non-metals. Are you getting me? Now, under electrovalence bond, whenever you say electrovalence / ionic bond, know that it is a bond that exists between metals and non-metals, whereby metals are the donors and non-metals are acceptors. Are you getting me now? This is a bond that exists between metals and non-metals, whereby metals are donors, non-metals are acceptors. Then we have another one called covalent bond. Now, let me write this here so that those who are writing, let me write this here. We have metals / non-metals. Now, covalent bond. Now we have covalent bond. Covalent bond, this is a force of attraction that exists basically with non-metals. So this is the force of attraction that exists with non-metals. This is a force of attraction that exists between non-metals. So let's write this here. Non-metals. Then we have another one, metallic bond. So even without me saying it, you should say it that this is a bond that exists between metals. Alright. Now, these are things you should know about intrachemical bond. So let's get ready and enter interchemical bond. Alright, let's continue. Interchemical bond. So these are forces of attraction that exist between molecules and are responsible for their what? Physical properties. So these are forces of attraction that exist between what? Molecules and are responsible for their what? Physical property. Their physical property. So they are responsible for their physical property. So let's continue. So I've done that. Now, types of interchemical bond. Just like the way I did type of intrachemical bond. Then this is what we used to end it. Of interchemical bond. Interchemical bond. Now, there are also three types of interchemical bond. One, hydrogen bond. Two, phosphorus. Three, dipole attraction. And dipole attraction is also known as Kinson or Kinson force. Write that down, because in your exam they can write dipole attraction there and they can write also Kinson force. So can we proceed? Alright. Now, I've already talked about chemical bond, intrachemical bond, where I said is a force of attraction that exists between molecules and are responsible for their what? Physical properties. Now, type of chemical bond, we have hydrogen bond, we have van der Waals force, and we have dipole attraction. Dipole attraction is also known as what? Kinson force. Now, hydrogen bond. Now, these hydrogen bond are bond. These are bonds that exist when hydrogen is covalently linked with electronegative element. I repeat, these are bonds that happen. These are things that happen. These are bonds that it happens when hydrogen is covalently linked with electronegative element. Sorry with my voice, I have a little catarrh, so I have a runny nose. So let's continue. It is when hydrogen is covalently linked with what? Electronegative element. Now, we have gotten this. Number 2, van der Waals force. There's something you must know about van der Waals force. They are weak forces. Van der Waals force are what? Weak forces. Van der Waals force are what again? Weak forces. So van der Waals force, they are weak forces that exist between discrete molecules. Van der Waals force are weak forces that exist between discrete molecules. Alright, number 3. Now we have dipole-dipole attraction, and it's also known as what? Keystone force. Now these are type of intermolecular force that arise between two molecules. So these are type of intermolecular force that arise between two molecules. So let's run everything from the beginning so we can call this. Let's end this class. So first, chemical bond. We have chemical bond. This is a force of attraction that exists between chemical species that enables them to attain their nearest noble configuration. Now we have two types of chemical bond. We have intrachemical bond and we have interchemical bond. In intrachemical bond, that I've already said before, intrachemical bond, these are force of attraction that exist between chemical species that enables them, that are responsible for their chemical properties. That are responsible for their chemical properties. Now we have three types of intrachemical bond. The first type of intrachemical bond is electrovalent/ionic bond. Now electrovalent/ionic bond, these are bonds that exist between metals and non-metals. Now when metals are the donors and non-metals are what? The acceptors. Then we have covalent bond. These are bonds that exist between non-metals. Now the third one is we have a metallic bond. So the third one are metallic bond. These are bonds that exist between metals. Very good. Then we have intrachemical bond. Intrachemical bond, this is a force of attraction that exists between molecules and are responsible for their physical properties. And they are responsible for their what? Physical properties. Intramolecular bond is responsible for their chemical properties. This is responsible for their physical properties. Then we have three types of interchemical bond. First type, we have hydrogen bond. When I say hydrogen bond, these are bonds that exist between molecules when hydrogen is linked with what? Hydrogen is covalently linked. Let me say it well. Hydrogen is covalently linked with what? Electronegative element. Then we have van der Waals force. These are weak force. So van der Waals force are weak force that exist between what? Discrete molecules. Then number 3, dipole-dipole attraction/Keystone force. Dipole-dipole attraction is also known as Keystone force. Now, these are intermolecular force that exist between two or more molecules. These are intermolecular force that exist between two or more molecules. So these are the things that you should know about chemical bond. So I'm done with the topic chemical bond. Get ready for my next class and follow my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and I'll put my number in my YouTube and my Facebook channel, so anybody that sees the number can message me on WhatsApp. Then I add you to my WhatsApp channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day.